another My Little Podcast. We are your hosts. I am Bree. I'm here with my mother, Shelly.
Hi.
My father, Gary.
Hello.
And my husband, Jared.
Hi.
Today we're going to be chit-chatting to you about the most recent weekly peek, but before we get into that, a quick little word from our sponsor, the My Little Homestead t-shirt shop. If you'd like to get some fun designs on t-shirts, sweatshirts, handbags, or a ton of different merchandise, the link there will be down in the description. I know we recently produced a couple of new designs for the shop, and we had a lot of design requests or ideas last week, which were fabulous. Thank you for those. We're still mulling on a decision for an upcoming
Mulling.
design.
What does mulling mean?
To consider, to think, to process,
Sounds painful.
to
mulling.
consider. Mulling.
Yeah, like
To
getting
process.
I've liked using that word ever since I was little.
Yeah.
And so when I was on like Twitter and stuff as a kid, I would use that word mulling, and
Yes.
10-year-olds and 15-year-olds would be like, mulling?
What's
what
mulling?
does that mean? They'd be from other countries too, so it's not their first language, but I don't think people use that word very often. I
No.
like the word mulling. So this week we had the highlights of the concrete pour.
Yes.
Super
Fun.
exciting.
Yes.
Fun. I know you were there, I'm sure, or if you weren't, for
You
that
missed
live
it.
stream, we saw it live.
Got to get the next one.
It was an interesting video to edit because it was a lot of B-roll shots. So we usually what we do is we have a bunch of A-roll that we take, which is just us talking about the project, and then we have some B-roll to accompany the A-roll, and then we just put it together. And this week was for me, it was the first time I'd ever taken a bunch of B-roll shots and make a video out of it. So Mom helped this week, which was really helpful.
Storyline's
She
in
helped
the
me through
A, so it's
Yeah.
like hard to.
I had to come up with
What's the C-roll do?
it doesn't exist. It's our watermark. That's C-roll.
Nice.
Yes. So thank you for that, Mom. Appreciate your help on this
I didn't
video.
help much. I don't remember helping much on
Oh,
that.
you did though. I was like, I don't know what to do, Mom. I'm taking a break. And then she'd go in there and work her magic. I'm like, okay, we're good. And then I'd have a crisis. I want to say existential crisis again. Oh my gosh, Mom, it's never
Yes.
going to be a thing again. And
Too much mulling.
we had a lot of people asking, both in the live stream and also, of course, in the comments, this question. So drum roll, please.
Smash.
Misty Bowman says, "Yay, it's Friday. Did you end up with doggy prints in your shop cement?" Dun dun dun. No, I think this is the very first one.
Yeah.
Dogs
It was
were
just-
on lockdown.
Yeah,
We had too many
That
other
was
people here. It was, professionals and dogs walking in their stuff is like, for us, we throw them out there.
That'd have been the end of
That's
the
true.
world to have them out there.
Yeah.
Can
They
you
would not
imagine?
have liked that. That's true. I didn't think about that.
Yeah.
Oh my
Plus,
gosh.
they're pouring and the dogs
The
are all
dogs are
playing
in
in it.
Bullets moving his stick in. Where
Yeah,
right over.
half a dozen sticks sticking out.
And Britt asks, "Did you write anything in the cement?"
No.
We thought about it.
We thought about it.
Boring.
Yeah.
You know what? We
We
have some
weren't.
We
additional.
weren't boring.
We were pouring.
Pouring.
We have a couple little slabs that are still going in,
Yeah.
so there's still hope
Yeah.
for dog prints and signatures
Yeah.
or
Yeah,
something.
we could. We just.
Maybe I'll do a face print.
It was just. It was so nice to work on other things and think about other things. We had a lot of really great suggestions about things to put in the cement. We just were. You're right. We're just boring. We're just like,
Yeah, but there's still hope for that. Yeah.
I also think that in our minds we were so excited about how smooth it was.
Yeah.
It seemed to go against the smooth excitement to write in. Like what you said, there's still some more pours that are coming. So you never know. It might be coming to a cement shop floor near you. Sandra Jordan said, "Now we see the real reason for the slab. It's not for the shop, it's for the racetrack."
That's fun.
Oh, those little cars were really fun.
They were a blast. A blast. So Bryce and I had a little race off there. And what was so cool about them is they had those little buttons on the side, so if you could just bumper car it good enough, the character comes flying out. So I was always trying to get, and they turned. Didn't they turn too fast? I mean, it's
Yeah.
hard to get a nice little turn, so you're kind of bumping it to your rights and lefts, and
It's because it was a 3-wheel design instead of a 4-wheel design,
Yeah.
so they just like.
yeah,
They were very comical.
they were
were
comical.
hilarious.
Yeah, and inexpensive. Obviously.
Yeah, I know
Or we
we
could actually draw a track on there, little,
With chalk.
Hey, there's still time.
Chalk.
You could actually
Yeah.
do a racetrack in two-part
and then
epoxy.
epoxy it
Yeah.
forever. It's there
do it
forever.
in chalk,
Yeah.
epoxy it.
Yeah,
How
get the
that would hold up.
grandkids in there. And
Yeah.
by that time, let's get gas-powered RCs, and then we'll really fire it up.
I know it reminds me of a little mini documentary that they did on this guy that noticed that a little kid on his bicycle and his mom would walk around the block, and the kid would always come up the guy's driveway and then drive down it. So the guy, having noticed this, started making little tracks out of chalk for the little boy to ride on. And it was a cute little story.
Oh, that's just cute.
And he would do like the rain would wash it away, so he'd do a new one, and the kid would go. It was just really cute. Eric Johnson asks, how many bags and batches would have been needed to do that pad? 1,500? Do we
like
know? I know that's
I don't know, Eric.
calculation.
Oh
80,
my
90
gosh.
Oh, yeah.
Jared's on it. He's on
Jared
it.
with his calculator.
Okay, so 100, like around 100,000 pounds divided by 80, 1,200 bags or so.
Wow.
So you were close with your 1,500.
Yeah,
It would have felt like 1,500.
yeah,
Probably felt like 5,000.
yeah.
That is a lot
That's a lot of
of
bags.
pain.
Can you imagine like trying to get that amount of cement in? We have such a hard time.
Our mixer would have broken before that.
We would have gone through several mixers.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you couldn't do it in a day like we did.
No.
So it would take in a month.
Yeah.
Of pours.
Yeah.
You'd have
Back
cold
surgery.
joints.
I have like
There'd
a
be other things
little
involved.
question in my mind. Okay, so they take those cement mixers, they take them over to Australia, and they actually use them to get gold and stuff. They'll put the dirt.
Really?
Yeah, there's pay dirt just there in Australia.
Isn't gold just laying on the ground out there?
They had like you dig them up. I don't think there's that anymore because there's enough.
There's
people there.
gold everywhere. You just get the basket. Just get it out.
But they would take these old cement mixers, and then that's what they would do to kind of get the dirt or whatever in to I don't know
Sift
what
it.
you would say, sift it. Yeah. So I was thinking maybe we could pick up a cement truck in the future and have that be our mixer.
I like it. Well, Bryson just found a rock and there's a rock guy he took it to, and he found some copper in it, and he was very excited.
Oh,
for
they
copper.
found that out on a hike. That was so cool.
The ore had actually been heated and created little copper chips. So ore usually needs some processing. But this one here, you break it open, there's little specks of copper in it.
Yeah, he thought they were too, so he
superheated.
wanted to see, and sure enough.
Yeah, very cool.
Libby Elmer asks, who plays the music featured in your video? The first song after the intro is what I'm looking for. Great job, y'all. You're inspiring. Aw, thank you so much, Libby. We actually did something unique this week. We usually use YouTube's music, but there's a couple of services out there that provide bigger batches of library music, and we ended up
Copyright free, right?
copyright free stuff. We've never done this before, but we've used so much of YouTube's music. We've exhausted the library, and we kind of wanted, or not really exhausted, because it is a big one.
It
We
keeps
just
growing,
wanted
but
to try
yeah.
new stuff. Like it gets more fun when there's new music to work with. The answer to your question is that song is "Gotta Keep Going" by Milano, and it's on Artlist. Is the name of the company is Artlist. So
It does cost. A
does,
warning there.
yeah,
You have
it
to
does
play
cost.
and we thought we could just pay like a monthly fee, but they're like, oh, it's it seems like it's pretty low monthly, but then they charge you for the whole year. So,
yeah, so
I
like
mean,
Might as well
it's
just pay
only
the year price.
$12 a month, and then it's like, oh, but you have to pay for the whole year. Yes.
yeah. So I mean,
don't know if we'll keep
it's
doing it,
reasonable, but still, it's costs
When it comes to like a business expense, it's a little bit more, I think, doable.
justifiable.
Yeah, it's a more justifiable. But
Yeah.
I just
But we
need
just
more
wanted to
time in
try
a
something
day. I
different.
could probably start making more music around here.
I'm excited
On
to
drums
because we got into just intonation, which is super exciting, and learning about music in a way I've never learned about music in all my life, and really excited about that. That's if you've heard anything about it, I could geek out for hours.
I've been a musician forever, and I never heard about it.
Yeah, wow, and the musicians I talk to are like, oh, no way, I've never heard about this
I never
before.
heard about it. So. I just normally play out of tune.
What is it? Equal temperament and just temperament or pure temperament? The difference? It's a scale. Mm-hmm. Amazing. Our entire musical Western scale foundation of equal temperaments out of tune. That blows my noggin.
We've gotten used to it, though. I mean, some people don't recognize that is out of tune.
Well,
Yeah,
it's
but
funny. You guys were playing the just intonation.
Yeah, just intonation.
And at first you go ooh, and then you go oh. Oh, I like that. But at first you're like, ooh.
What is that?
Where
That's wrong.
It sounds the best in chords. That's
Yeah.
when chords are not out of tune. There's just this.
They call it something beating, like harmonic beating or something. They have an actual term for when music plays and it beats against each other instead of flowing together, harmonically speaking.
And there's that one guy that was on the Christmas musical that we love with.
Oh yeah, what's his name?
It's a
Jared,
musical
you surely
on,
remember that guy's name. You always remember.
Jacob.
Jacob Collier.
Yes.
He uses
Yeah.
Justin.
Yeah, look him up. He's
Yeah,
fun.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, and he played Tiny Tim on
That's
that.
what I was trying to think of.
that
Christmas
Scrooge
Carol.
movie. Yeah, Christmas Carol.
Yeah, the musical
Yeah.
that we love.
Excellent voice. Oh my gosh. And ear.
amazing
He has an ear that is
Unbelievable.
off the charts. Yeah, to be able to hear stuff.
So is it bigger than the other ear?
It depends, Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he's brilliant. I mean, he's absolutely musically brilliant.
Yeah, he is.
Even
It's
not
fun.
just the just intonation, just normal music.
It's interesting.
Normal music. Can't even say that anymore.
Can't even say
you?
normal because it's not normal. What is normal? That's my question.
Yeah.
We walk away from learning about equal temperament and just temperament, and you're like, what's normal and why is it normal?
Yeah.
It's like it blows your little noggin.
I think too when you talk about it's not that the music has been wrong. It's just like it's kind of fun to move to this next level of music, and that's this gives you guys a chance to be super creative with a new level of understanding.
Yeah, a new way to approach music that it's exciting. It's gonna be fun to use. So we're gonna be hopefully doing some of that music that feels amazing. It sounds pretty similar, but it feels incredible.
Yeah.
So pretty excited to get playing that.
I'm going to try to put it into rock and roll. Not that space music stuff.
We got
Something
him on
that's
the
got-
music subject.
Sorry.
Yes.
Okay,
We
we're
must.
we're moving on.
We could talk a long time on this
Oh my
one.
gosh, I could talk forever and then be like, do you know anything? I'm so curious. Okay, Curvature says, such a great coverage of this epic pour. P.S. Did you guys get a new camera or lens or something? This video looks especially cinematic. Great job as always. Thank ya.
Did you have the cinematic setting?
On some of the shots, I'm sure we're using with the iPhone 13 Pro Max, the one that has the best camera, and that was amongst other shots, I'm sure. But it has a cinematic mode, so it just it focuses in and blurs everything out.
It makes me look thinner. Yeah.
And taller.
And taller.
It works great on people, but on objects, it doesn't know what to focus on.
That's true.
So you got to
some
kind of we're
Finagle
learning how to navigate that.
Yeah, we did end up getting that upgrade. We moved from the 12 to the 13 iPhone to record everything. And we love, just in the normal camera, the quality and I think probably the color balancing is superb in that 13. And then, of course, the stabilizer is better too. And then that mode, the cinematic mode, provides so much more fun shots that we can go and grab too.
And the picture quality, I think, is really close to one of the Red cameras, which are very expensive. $40,000, $50,000 for those cameras, and yet you look at them side by side, they're pretty close.
Yeah.
I was
amazing.
I was watching a news person the other day on the social media scene, and he actually had. It looked like an iPhone on and then he had this huge mic with a big fluff ball, and he's like, I'm like, that looks like an iPhone with an excellent mic.
As if little mics could just get on the level with the bigger ones, the more expensive ones, and I know that'd be a tough thing to do.
Yeah.
But we thought that about cameras too, so I don't know.
We still have the
Technology moves.
cardioid and the little bit of piece of film that's supposed to vibrate, and and then there's this digital capture, which is kind of interesting. So maybe at some point we'll do better with audio capture.
Well, maybe we change how we capture audio. Maybe that's the ticket. But I don't know.
Still
Who knows what could be invented and created out there. It's phenomenal. All right. Well, I think that is going to wrap it up for us today. We really appreciate you hanging out with us. We want to give a special thank you to our Patreon supporters for your financial support. We really appreciate that. If you're interested in giving $1 or $2 a month, all that really helps around here. The link to our Patreon page will be down in the description. Again, a big thank you for you sending in your t-shirt ideas. Last week, we really appreciate it. We're still mulling over which one we want to do, but we will be doing one shortly. I think we probably would have done a design last week, but we got caught up doing the video. It took a little more out of us than I thought.
You don't have a concrete idea yet.
I don't have a concrete. There was a recommendation, I think a few recommendations, to take those two suggested designs and make a poll on our YouTube channel and have it picked.
Oh, I like that.
I think we might end up doing.
We haven't done a
That's
poll,
great
have
idea.
we? Maybe one long
We
ago.
posted that one shot of the puzzle that we got.
Oh.
The world's longest puzzle
Yes.
that we got. And that was really fun to do that. So
Yeah.
we might do the poll. So anyway, we'll keep you posted on the puzzle, by the way. We really appreciate
Yes.
so many fun stories about that too. But thank you so much. We look forward to hanging out with you on Wednesday for another video tip episode, and of course on Friday for another Weekly Peek episode. We really appreciate it. Thanks for being a part of our family.
Bye.
Bye.